Hello, Mustangs. Our song today is called Rockin' Recorders. I am on page 19 in your PDF. And go ahead and read along as I play the song. I want you to hear it first. Then we're going to analyze the different parts. And then we're going to put it all together. Okay, here's Rockin' Recorders. 1, 2, 1, 2, here I go. And that's Rockin' Recorders. You play. Yeah, just kidding. All right, so the first thing I always ask you to look at is the meter. What is the meter? How many beats per measure? 4/4. 4 beats per measure, the quarter note gets 1 count. All right, the next thing I ask you to do is look at the rhythm. We're gonna go line by line. I'm gonna pause a little bit in between and look for lines that are the same. There are 4 lines of music. Look for lines that are the same and look for measures that, the little boxes. Look for measures that have repeated patterns as well. So let's speak the rhythm. Here's line 1. 1, 2, speak with me. Beat, 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 and beat, 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 beat. All right, let's look at line 2. Beat, 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 and beat, 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 beat. Line 3. Beat, 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 beat. Beat and beat, 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 beat. Beat, 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 beat and beat, 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 beat and beat, 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 beat. All right, did anybody discover that one line sounds a lot like the other? If you guessed that lines 1 and 2 had the same rhythm, you are absolutely right, they did. Now, there are other parts where rhythm is similar, but those 2 lines are exactly the same. They are identical, so let's learn those first. All right, now, what are the pitch names? What are the pitches we're playing in the song? As I look at the song, I see a note in the 3rd space. Remember our spaces, F, A, C, E. Now, I'm not talking about holes on the recorder once again. I am talking about lines and spaces on the music staff. Here's my hand staff. And so 3rd space, F, A, C, that's C. I also see a 2nd space note. I'm going to go down one. F, A, that's A. All right. Next note I see is 2nd line. That's our lowest note. That's G. And that's all I see in the 1st line. The 2nd line I see starts with C, A, then G. It doesn't go any higher. There's no B. Ooh, 3rd line. 3rd line where we start on not the 3rd line, but the 4th. I'm sorry. The 3rd line of music, we start on the 4th line on the staff. Does that make sense? All right. 4th line on the staff. Every good boy, what is it? Does. So that's D. So here it's different. It's very different. And that's a good thing because it's been the same so far. So it's D, D. We're going to skip C. Go to B, A, G. So do line 3, the first 2 measures with me. So we're starting on the 4th line. D, D, B, A, G. D, D, B, A, G. And then it's not quite done with that idea. It kind of wants to shake it up a little more. The next thing you see is G, A, B, G, A. It sounds really unfinished. That means it's going to kind of go back to what we know. Bottom line is F, A, C. C, C, A, G. C, 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 A, G. A, G, A, C. So let's put our recorder mouthpieces on our chins and get the fingering together. Let's do the first 2 lines. Like I said, they're exactly the same. Make your A, raise your index finger. Now you have C. All right, so we're going to go from C to an A to a G. All right, and then we're going to go back to an A and then to a C. So it's moving from C to A to G, then back up to C. Okay, so it is C, C. Read the letter names and finger the song with me, the first line or 2. C, C, A, G. C, 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 A, G. C, C, A, G, C. Shh, shh, shh. If you're having trouble, guess what? You're in luck. We're going to do it again because the second line's the same. Here we go. C, C, A, G, C, 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 A, G, C, C, A, G, C. All right, we're going to skip line 3 because it's the most special, it's the most different. We'll save the best for last, or the most different for last. Let's look at the bottom line. It's almost exactly like the first two, except the second half. I'm going to play it for you. I want you to figure it out by looking and listening what's different about the third line, fourth line, the last line. Which two measures are the same and which two were different? If you look and compare, you'll notice that on the bottom line, measures 1 and 2 are exactly the same as the first two measures of the first line and the first two measures of the second line. Now, here's where it gets interesting. They have to end it, so we need to do something a little different. So they do that, just that, by, they go to G and they're going to start, the next two measures, it starts on A, G, A, C. Play that after me. Ready, your turn. All right, let's play lines 1, lines 2, and then line 4, skipping line 3. All right, 1, 2, here we go. Line 2. Now we're going to skip to line 4. Starts just like 1 and 2. Here we go. Go up to A. Let's take line 4 and play it without me talking in the middle of it. Here we go. All right, if you've got that, you're well on your way. Now the tricky part, because we're using different fingering. So we're going to look at line 3. We start on D. So it's D, D, B, A, G. Finger that again. D, D, B, A, G. Now let's see if you can, I'm going to play it, then you play it after me. Your turn. D, D, B, A, G. Let's play it together. 1, 2, those two measures. Here we go. All right. Let's look at the next part. It starts A, B, G, A. Finger it again. A, B, G, A. That should be really easy because it has your first main notes, your B, A, and G. So play after me. Your turn, go. A, B, G, A. Let's play together. 1, 2, last two measures of the line. Okay, I'm going to play the full third line. I want you to listen, finger along, and then you play it with me. 1, 2, here I go. Want to try it with me? So let's finger it first. D, D, B, A, G, shh, shh, on A. A, B, G, A. See if you can play it with me this time. 1, 2, here we go. All right, let's integrate this third line into the whole entire song. Remember, lines 1 and 2 are the same. Line 3 is totally different. And line 4 is the ending. Starts just like the first two, but has a slightly different ending, okay? It goes down then up instead of down. 1, So from the very beginning, Rockin' Recorders, are you ready? I hope you're ready. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and... And that, my friends, is Rockin' Recorders.